Hello YouTube, Tim here with a follow-up to last week's hysteresis tests. What we had was several bows that I drew to full draw, let down, drew to full draw, let down, and then I drew them fully and sustained the draw for a period of time. Some people ask, wisely, what the subsequent draw was, because we tested it again after that sustained draw. How much of that draw recovered? And I really don't know. It seems to me like most of it did, a good portion of it. So let's take a look. One thing to bear in mind is both of the bows that I've used have been used, not extensively, but heavy enough to have developed sets. So for both of them, I think the stress that I put them under was not substantially greater than the stress of simply being used for some period of time. You would probably get a greater effect, greater loss in performance off a fresh, brand new bow that had never been shot versus one like these. We'll go grab one of them first and we'll try. Okay, this is one of my youth Sipahi bows. I won't even draw because I don't want to bias the results too much here. Let me go ahead and put it up on a tillering tree. Here we have the scale. I have to give it just a touch more slack. Okay, that's about right. It's on now. 0 pounds, 0 ounces. We're going to 28 inches. But I'll start reading at 24, or I'm sorry, at 20 inches and every 2 inches up to 28. £20, 3 ounces at 20, 22, 23, 14 ounces, 24, 29, 9, 26, 35, 8. Wait, I'm sorry, 38, 8 maybe. 28 is 46, 14. It changes pretty rapidly. That makes it difficult on the one hand, and if I'm off even by a small amount, you can change the results pretty dramatically. So there you go. That's just one draw again, but we have a whole number of draws from before to compare it against. 46 pounds is pretty consistent. Now take a look at that. Right there, you can see the whole center portion of the bow has taken something of a set. Not a horrific one, not even a very large one at all, but substantial enough to notice, and substantial enough probably to affect performance slightly. It is not super strong here in the initial, but that's just how this bow is designed. It's designed to be very light, especially in the first 10 inches maybe, and it picks up almost all of its weight after that, but then it just opens up into a beautiful profile. The other bow, I thought I reflexed to a full 9 inches. I'm sorry, recurved them and then reflexed it even further. But it seems like most of it came out, and so there should be right now 0 inches of reflex. I'm not sure if that's due to me deflexing it intentionally or if that's due to set. I don't remember. But here's the other bow. Again, this is one of my first bows, so I remember it fondly. I like the paint job. This is before I put any clear coats on or did anything like that, and I was experimenting with a gold applicator rather than painting. The results were so-so. They were okay. At any rate, the bow is just nice, decent. See, I shouldn't have even drawn it, but okay. Here we go. Pardon me. And drawing, same as before. $25.6 at 20. 29.1, 22. 33.4, 24. 38.8, 26. 45.1, 28. I'm going to go one more. I want to just see if I do a really rapid draw to 28, what it comes out to be. 45. Almost the same. interesting. So there you go. Again, it seems like, and I'll bear this out in some analysis after I take this video, I'll put the results both on my blog and in the show notes, but it seems like they've been affected very minimally by the stress testing. Also worth noting is the outdoor air temperature now is somewhat higher than it was then. That will affect the draw weight. It's an additional factor, although they had been kept indoors for most of the time prior to being brought outside. They've only been outside for about 10 minutes, but still, factors to consider. I don't think that really had all that much of an effect on it, the drawing. It definitely stressed it, definitely caused a set, but probably not more set than had already been induced. Thanks for watching, YouTube.